effects to the eve of the ordination on his later estate, and to whose wisdom and words we will continue to listen to and learn from. This exhibition actually falls within one of the curatorial frames that we do work with, which is about how artists communicate and how artists collaborate, and essentially that's sort of the structure that underpins a lot of creative discussion and creative dynamism, and particularly then how that works as a transformative process with very often conflicted topics such as environmentalism and feminism. Now, Suhanya, who you will all know, could I ask you a question? You're quoted in the New York Times as saying you welcome conflict and that the art world would be very dull unless we had conflict.
There's this controversy.
Controversy.
The question was, it's Hong Kong.
Yes.
And there's, what did I think of the controversy in the art world? And I said, it would be a very dull place if we didn't have controversy and we didn't have debate and a place to discuss. And I think we should bring it on.
Fantastic. And was that sort of that interest developed more in Queensland at the Queensland Art Gallery or at the Art Gallery of New South Wales, or is this an expectation?
Previously at Art Space.
Oh, Art Space.
Yes. And I saw, we did dissonance together long before Art Space came to Honolulu.
Yeah, that's true. Yes. Which for everybody, that was a wonderful exhibition, which was in the old year 2-3.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And we had to make a radical decision about Art Space's future, and decided to close it really and make it an office and use the funding to do one thing really well and make a big mark. And Sally Quaco and I decided we would argue to do something exceptional and did the Dissonance show and publication that Katina edited as a way of also arguing to say we needed to be funded properly, and we were being funded to just pay rent to somebody else and couldn't do our program and argue for a home, which then became the space in Woolloomooloo, and we worked with the Biennale officers to secure that space and get a better funding base for art spaces life in Sydney. So it was probably then, but even before that, when I went to the UK and was working as an intern for the Tate, and there was only one Tate at the time, which was then what we know as Tate Britain, and began to intersect with that world, and then I left to work with a studio looking at modern and pre-modern Asian art. That's where that interest began.
Fantastic. Well, I'll let you keep. But thank you for bringing that history into play, because it's very much what the contemporary art and feminism and the Future Feminist Archive project is about. It's about sort of a lot that's been lost in the pre-digital age, including all of these fantastic and essential publications that are out of print. So one of the things on our list of things to do is to digitise those articles and put them up as a teaching resource. So because we find that most of our art schools and art courses don't have access to those resources anymore, such as they are.
Well, that archive is a very important one, really.
It is.
It's
actually
really vital, and I think archives are vital in so many ways because they are the memory that we take into the future. Otherwise, we forget so easily.
And Hong Kong, of course, is the site of the wonderful Asia Art Archive.
That's right.
Which is kind of inspires many people around the world, I think, in terms of the way it's form and practice. Thank you, Suhanya.
Well, thank you, Jo, and thank you, Beth, for inviting me to be here. It is an honour, really, and I am a local resident and have been for the last 3.5 years. So I've been watching the Cross Art project and how it works with its local audience, with its travellers and residents, as well as the cross itself, and a very interesting population. And I think I just wanted to say that, you know, living around the corner, it's really important to make those connections between the local and that broader art-interested public. And the Cross Art Project has set itself up to draw out and explore those issues from this very, very, very local hub, and, you know, bring issues to the front which concern us all. Issues about urban planning, heritage matters, and the political contexts and agendas from which these topics are understood under the umbrella of an art space. And the critical work of Cross Art Projects is that it is an enabler, and it provides a platform, and it is often in these zones that the acute work of interruption and disruption occurs. And so I wanted to add my support and applaud the Cross Art Project, because without you, that essential focus and energy wouldn't happen. You add a dimension to that greater ecology of the art world, and it is from that rhizomatic, nomadic root that this very art world would not be able to sustain the work that occurs in that bigger scene. And we all know that art nourishes the soul and the city and beyond. And I know that all of us here believe that in that undertaking that art matters, and matters absolutely. And it is that same conviction, that I wanted to recognize relationships that need to be acknowledged. And I'm thinking really here and in the spirit to pay respects to Aboriginal elders, past and present, of the Gadigal people, because we are standing on Eora land. And I have to say, I'm always moved as a migrant to Australia and as an Australian that this country celebrates welcome to country.
Be careful, we'll all start somewhere.
Yes. Maybe it is because I'm also leaving.
Yeah. We'll miss you.
We'll miss you.
I will miss too. Anyway, this exhibition is here because it's been curated by you, Beth, whose work as a curator I got to know while working in Brisbane for the 20-odd years I worked there. And she's indefatigable, really a champion for artists all around her. And that is also why I'm here, to support that work. Today she has brought 12 early career artists, women, and transgender artists, and she has declared and described in that this exhibition as being an incubator for living, ongoing and entangled representations of a world in active flux, involved and evolving, infected and connected, organic and alive. They're great words. And what's wonderful is that this exhibition has been the platform for developing new work for these artists. And so you're investing in process, and there is performance, collaboration, social engagement, and you say as renewable energies for environmental understanding. And I was thinking it is so important to be curious about the work of those next generation of artists, what they are interested in, what they are thinking about, what moves them, what they want to speak about. Without those kinds of urgent voices, we stop being alert in our practice. And right now, we are in a situation where we need to advocate for arts, because art is crucial across all platforms. And I think we need to start talking about value. Value for art and artists in our contemporary world. We need to nurture those young people who want to become artists. That sustainable teaching facilities are as vital for art students as they are for those who pursue other careers. That artists are essential to society. Value includes ensuring that the infrastructure needs of the sector cascades from support for the artist-run space, for the non-for-profit collective, for advocacy agencies, for regional studios, for galleries and museums. Imagine a world without creative people making work. So no film, dance, literature, song, art.
Science.
We would be bereft. We would be bereft without those people making that work. I think it is an unimaginable world. And here in this space we see work that is being produced, urging an evaluation that flows from a very deeply held personal experience. And the range in the medium selected by each of those artists mirrors the range in the expression of that idea. Each is contingent, singular and subjective in its point of view, as it should be. For the art reminds us that the independent, particular perspective is so powerful. And that is again why I'm here. And I want to support this project space and this exhibition. So with those words, I hope you enjoy the show, get to spend some time with the artists and get to know the work. And Beth, thank you for asking.